Hi guys. While I was trying to start the recording, um, I don't know what happened, but anyways. So, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie has finally came out. It's of course, October 27th on Friday. So, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. People have watched it, obviously, and have given reviews on it. And I don't want to watch reviews anymore because if people hate it, then if people hate a movie is would that is actually amazing, because at first it might start out to be amazing like people would project, and it actually is. And if people hate it, then I don't know what they're even talking about. It's bullshit. It's bullshit that you hate it. But anyways, I also forgot to talk in my last video about the new Snow White movie, not the live action movie made by Disney, but Daily Wire's version of Snow White, being Snow White and the Evil Queen, starring actress to YouTube commentator Brett Cooper, which I'm excited about. She's playing Snow White, and she doesn't give a shit about woke, and that's great. And when I saw the trailer, she actually does look like Snow White, especially the sort of youthfulness. Because if you guys might not know, she was actually an actress before becoming a YouTube commentator. She used to be Trailer Parker in the TV show Heathers, the TV remake version of Martha Dunstock. So, yeah. And besides, Daily Wire's version is basically supposed to be, I don't know, maybe it might be faithful to the actual source material. Like, I would really want to see the Evil Queen die in the film, just like in the original source material, because in the source material the Evil Queen is forced to dance in hot iron shoes to dance in until she dies. And that's a little gruesome, but I would love it. I would love to see that in an actual film, or an actual depiction in it. So, of course, the movie has came out. And you know what? I've also watched C's World, about the history of Freddy Fazbear. Just Freddy Fazbear and Gabriel, for that matter. But he also lays off some other things about the history of the restaurants, and thankfully setting some accurate depictions of the timeline. Like in the mid-1990s, William Afton gets spring-locked. My headcanon is that it takes place in 1999, and the date is March 23rd. Wait. Yeah, March 23rd. And of course, people have gone back and forth about the timeline, the story of Fnaf, and everything. And I just gotta say, I have already tried to do a simple, made sense, sort of ish timeline to Fnaf, and I have succeeded. And I'm trying to remember exactly what the timeline is. The exact story, the simple story that I can come up with, that wouldn't fry my brain from other people with some depictions of the timeline. It's just an all-out mess. And at the same time, FNAF is inconsistent. But on the other hand, it's not like the Wizard of Oz, because the Wizard of Oz doesn't pay attention to continuity on purpose, because it's a magical place. Meanwhile, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, the FNAF story, takes place in a realistic time and setting. Specifically in Utah hurricane in 19, and probably the earliest depictions being in the early 1960s to probably in my timeline being in 2013. Yeah. So, yeah. You know, maybe I'll just do the FNAF timeline tomorrow, or maybe another day when I actually have the time to, because I don't know if I want to do it now. I mean, I would love to. I would really, really love to recap it again. But I'm just not sure. I mean, all we know is that the Shadow animatronics are just entities that were created by the agony caused by William Afton. William Afton lost his child, the crown child, and that caused him to murder a bunch of kids because he couldn't get over the loss of his child, thanks to his oldest child, Michael Afton. I mean, thanks, Michael. Also, Susie's World doesn't pay attention to sister location and Five Nights at Freddy's 6 Pizzeria Simulator, and just focuses on the 4 main games, especially since FNAF VR focuses on those 4 main games. But seriously, Susie's World, what the hell? Security Breach takes place after Help Wanted, and the Security Breach location, the Mega Pizzaplex, is built under the FNAF Pizzeria location, the Freddy Fazbear's Pizza location from FNAF 6. So, like, what the hell? And finally, Abby is supposed to be Mike's sister, not his daughter, because, wait, yeah, it's a sister, not his daughter. And, okay, excuse me. Okay, here's the main plot. Mike Schmidt, a mall cop, loses his job after assaulting a negligent father who he confused for being a kidnapper. He is sent to visit career counselor Steve Regal, who offers him work as a night guard at an abandoned family diner known as Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Though initially reluctant, Mike accepts the offer after social services threaten to take custody of his younger sister, Abby, and pass her over to his estranged Aunt Jane. Oh no. Due to concerns of Mike's emotional stress. Aww. Poor Mike. Well, Aunt Jane, played by Mary Stuart Masterson, was initially going to play an unknown female villain, and the female villain is Aunt Jane. Yeah, that would suck. Okay, on the first night, Mike falls asleep and dreams about the kidnapping and presumed murder of his brother Garrett by an unknown man. So, okay. So Mike is then met by 5 unknown children who witness the kidnapping, but they run away before they say more. On the second night, Mike meets police officer Vanessa Shelley. A police officer, Vanessa Shelley, not Vanessa A. Thank you. Or maybe A is just her middle name. Who knows? But at least this actually gives Vanessa, the Vanessa in the movie, a last name, who shows him around the restaurant and tells him that the place closed down in the 1980s after 5 children were murdered there. Interesting for this movie's timeline, but I'll go with it. The bodies were never found. Mike's dreams is repeated, but when he attempts to confront one of the children, he is attacked and wakes up to find himself wounded physically. His wounds are then treated by Vanessa. On the 3rd night, Jane hires a... Wow. Okay. Alright. Okay. I'm not going to read the rest. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright. Oh, heck yes. Thank you, Golden Freddy. Thank you. A variant, yes, thank you. A variant of Golden Freddy possessed by the blonde boy who takes Abby back to the restaurant. Okay. So Jane, even though she was the villain, she already gets killed. Okay. That's fine. But wait a minute. What the fuck happened? Wait, Vanessa reveals that she is the daughter of William Afton. Holy shit. Really? Oh my god. Okay. Oh no. Abby, but thankfully Mike saves her. Mike is then attacked by... Okay. The animatronics are defeated, but they are reactivated by Regal, who is William Afton, and Garrett's murderer, but knocking Mike unconscious. Oh boy. Abby. Okay. Thank you for being smart. Alright. Mike continues to look after Abby, and they return to their normal lives. That's great. That's really, really great. Okay, Golden Freddy watches. Alright. So that was Golden Freddy. In a post-credit scene, Balloon Boy appears inside a taxi. Balloon Boy. Oh wait. Corey. Oh, Corey. Yeah. Max, Abby's babysitter. So Garrett, Mike's younger brother, was murdered by William Afton, and Vanessa, and Mike and Abby are not related to William. Vanessa is. So that's interesting. That's nice. So, of course, the movie is an adaptation of the FNAF story from FNAF 1, and this movie has nothing to do with the actual FNAF, the full FNAF timeline, story, whatever. So, yeah, the movie is just its own adaptation. So, people, stop complaining. But even when this movie was announced and some of the cast, people went crazy and excited that Matthew Lillard, the voice actor of Shaggy and who played Stu Macher in Scream, is playing William Afton, which caused a huge stir, mostly Shaggy Rogers as the purple guy, which is really hilarious. Sorry about these spoilers, but I can't stand